Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. This is not going to be the most exciting video, but it is a video. So I was looking up online, IDC cables, and as I suspected, the little tiny arrow on here is the number 1 pin. So you can see I put a little gold Sharpie on there. So cable length wise, maybe I'll go, see, it's gonna go there. I'll go a little long on one end, so I don't know where the CGA is gonna end. So conveniently, when they do these connections, they did in the order it goes, because it goes along the top row. It's sorry, the marked row. Marked row here. You go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it makes it actually really easy to connect this up. So this end is the stripey end, so I'm going to cut this end off. IDC, the easiest way I've ever found was just use a pair of nice sharp scissors. Because it's a nice 18 inches, so that should be more than enough. Red is 1. This is going to be, it skips over 2. These are both ground. I'm going to just open all these up. 10's no connection. 9. So this is the CGA to 10 pin header. So when this gets plugged in eventually, it's going to be 50-50. Which one's 1? I don't know what's 1 on the board itself. So 1 and 2 are ground. That's what that symbol is. This 26 gauge. A little more strip. Back shell and male. One's on the right. Anyone wants to see this? There's not much to see though, unfortunately. I'm just gonna fill these solder cups up first. One, 2, 3. Standard. That's your VGA. Sorry, CGA. So pin number 1 is ground. Well, isn't that convenient? Okay. So continue both together. I'm switching tools a lot here just because I'm just building up one cable. I just want to do this right. So Pin 2, this is a, pin 2 is a no connection. So pin 3 is red, and okay. Actually, that might be pin, let me disconnect that real quick. I might have done that wrong. It's actually pin, yeah, no, pin 1 and 3 aren't usually next to each other. Let's see. I gotta be careful with this. I won't blow anything up, but I want the cable to work. Well, there's one way to fix that. Cut off. Well, tell you what, let me see. Oh, actually, I want to make sure this is getting done right. This is your top row. One, two, three, four, five, six. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so on this end, let's make sure we get the right ones going in the right place. This is the top row. Alright, so this is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Dynamo, squawk. This is pin 1. I think I need to skip a conductor. Let's see, this is pin 1. Okay. And then I'm feeling the next one is pin 3. Which is actually skips a conductor, which is this guy here. This guy here. Yep. So it was, thought so. Alright, that's why you always check and open this stuff out twice. Measure twice, cut once. In this case I cut once, so I had to cut twice. That's actually the, I forget what number conductor that one actually is. I'll figure it out. My fiddly little thing. Alright. Strip you back a little further. .28 gauge. That's 28. Definitely third conductor 3. There we go. Good. So next conductor needs conductor 5, which should be here. So we're going to have to skip one. Conductor, the bottom row. This is conductor 5, which is red. Double check that first. Maybe I don't need to skip 1 there. Let's see. Oh, This is why you measure it. Looks like I missed one here. This guy here, I think, should be it. Yep. Maybe it's you. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it is 28. Okay. So that's the right one. So I'm on pin number 5 right now. Tin these, remeasure that. This is pin 5. Pin 5 is red. Red is pin 3. I have a no connection, and then I have come on 3 on this DB9. Okay, that's good enough. Next connection is green, which is pin 7. Okay, which is on the top row. 7. Move this over here. See if I stripped it already. Nope. Nope. So it's this guy. Skips one. It's going to be this guy right here. Yep. That's why you measure this stuff. Well, it's a little cold looking. I'll heat it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Next one is blue. Red, green, blue. Comes in on 9, which is the last one on the top row. So the conductor I just did, skip one, next conductor. That's this conductor here. Yep. Tin that. So, sometime in the next few weeks, I'll be getting the ACAN system. Strange name system. I'm going to see if I can improve the audio on that. Okay, so now we're down to 6. 6 is intensity. I'm going to move the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is there. This is definitely 6. Here's 6. Start here. 6 is intensity. Intensity is conveniently the next wire is intensity. So intensity is coming in on 2. So move this whole row down like so. So 1's here, so 2's down here. So now I need to find 2, which I think was the one I originally accidentally had in, yeah, this would be 2 right here. Here's 2. Pull him out, stick him out. Yep. Yeah, if I had an IDC to DB9, it'd just be a quick clamp instead of having to do the solder work, but it was not very cost effective. I already had these on hand. Alright, the next one is horizontal sync. Okay, so 6 is intensity, 7 is no connection, so 8 and 9. 8 is horizontal sync. 8 is, well, they got skipped one here. So that's coming in on 6, so I gotta skip 2 over. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so they just match this up if they were just doing a clamp on IDC connector. Nothing too thrilling there. So they skipped this guy, I think, and I think it's going to be this one. Let's see. Yep. Get a better tin on that one. This is your horizontal sync. Okay. And that leaves us with the vertical sync, just coming in on 8. This guy here, moving over to 8. Probably this wire. Yep. That's the last wire coming in on pin 9 on the DB9. I got 2 spare conductors, which is what I expected. Yeah, so they definitely has had this inexpensive IDC to DB9 connection. I can tell just by the way they clamped it. So I'm pretty confident with this cable. Alrighty. That's it for this one. I just gotta put the back shell on. So yeah, this is like expected. I have 2 spare conductors, which I'm gonna trim short. This is almost identical to what we did last time with just a regular round cable from the last video. Again, this is just going to lay in here like this. And what you want to do is just get a good clamp, figure out where that goes. Definitely want strain relief. You don't want your You really don't want your solder to be a load-bearing element. It was never meant for it. The only tricky thing is these are Teflon coated, so it makes it a little hard to grab onto them. They tend to squirm around a bit when you're trying to screw it all together. I mean, Teflon's a good material, but it's slippery, really slippery. Hopefully I got enough clamp here, otherwise I'll flip it over. I should. Do I? All the way down. Yeah, I got a good clamp. There we go. Just don't want to accidentally pinch anything. Some strain relief. I might have to reverse it. See, when you do it, it's not supposed to slide like that, because you can end up pulling on the conductor. So the secret to fixing that is actually really simple. So if you ever have a flat cable or you don't have a lot of conductors, what you do is, instead of doing, oops, I'm sorry, instead of doing this, you flip one over like this, so they go innie to innie, and that way you can get a good solid clamp in there. Just be sure you don't smash the wires too bad, because you don't want to, definitely don't want to damage them. It takes less than you think to damage wires. This is slightly backwards, but good enough. You could put some shrink tubing on here just to bulk it up, but I'm kind of past the point of no return here on this cable. Too crazy on it. There we go, just enough to keep it clamped down. And again, this just fits in the back shell. Oh, sorry, out of camera, out of frame there. So this just fits into the back shell. I gotta move it down a little bit. Came up a little high. Here we go. Tighten you back down. Never ever use power tools when you're doing stuff like this. You'll put way too much torque on the items. Since I'm here, I'll put these on. That not So now we have it's a CGA on one end and a 10-pin header on the other. Take that out. IDC 2x5, technically, but this is keyed to what the diagram says. So when it gets plugged in, hopefully they have a mark on the board. Usually they will have a 1 on there, so the 1 is just where the stripe's at, so just put it right on there. Alright, so that's it for that cable. So the SCART's done and the IDC is done, which leaves us with the more challenging ones, which is this is the, still can't read it. Still can't read that name. And this is tight because it's brand new. Yes, that's what she said. I think it's tight because it's just new. Yeah, I hate to say, after a few insertions, it should be loosened up a bit. Anyway, so this is a standard 50-pin IDC. Sorry, a 50-pin edge connector. So what's going to happen is this guy is where's A? A's over here. So what I'm going to have to do next is, let's see, this is going to, I'm going to cut a hole in the top of the box and have it rest against these shoulders here. And once I have that mounted, then I'll add this printed circuit board, this perf board here. Give us good mechanical retention with all those. I know you're not supposed to use solder joints, so, but exceptions can be made. And then it's going to be a bunch of these guys. This guy. These will all get soldered into place, and there's going to be another board. Once I get that connector in, which is taking a while to come in. Yeah, so I'll get it sit against the solder. This will sit here. There'll be these header pins, and I need a little sub board that's going to go over here. And then it's a right angled edge connector for the IDC. So I can cut this down now since I'm here. These are super handy. So I'm going to put the short end in here. How am I going to wire this up? I wish I had a bigger version of this board. Going through my piles of stuff, the problem is I don't really have too many of those larger boards. You're the same size. I'll figure it out. So this is going to sit. Well, maybe I'll be lucky. What I can do is I'll cut the hole in the top of that box. You have it sit against these shoulders, so when you insert, it doesn't mess it up. But then I'll have just enough room. If I put this on the edge, like so, there should be enough room to put the right angle connector here. I might have to wait till I get that connector. Well, worst comes to worst. Right now I can cut the plastic. That's not a huge deal. But I'll do more soldering for that later. Alright, that's enough for today. Next up, yeah, I'm going to cut some plastic, and then if I'm feeling motivated, I'll grab the CDX and try that again. Oh, that one is just not agreeing. I've centered pots on it. I've gone back and forth, and it's still just, I don't know why it doesn't want to adjust, but I'll keep working at it. But tonight I'm going to cut some plastic, and that's kind of boring to watch. So I won't bore everyone with that. So everyone, thanks for watching.